All right, team, I'm officially recording. Welcome to the team call. Super excited to have you here. And I'm actually super excited just to witness the magic that is available and happening like right now for us tonight, because I am literally going to be handing the reins over to my coach, Lindsay Heaphy, and Hannah Hebert, who is Rachel Pelletier's coach. Rachel is one of my coaches. So it's just kind of cool. And I like setting the scene like that for you guys, just to let you know like how flipping amazing this opportunity is, and you guys will probably go into this, but like Hannah and Lindsay have no business even knowing each other, right? Like just from the intricacies of like how this all comes about, like in normal life, they really truly probably would not have ever met. But it's just so cool that when one person says yes to themselves and their dreams and their hope and their body, and then their willingness to help other people with theirs, the ripple effect, and you never know the amazing, incredible people who are not only going to join your team, but are going to join your coaches' teams and your coaches' teams and all of it. And it's just so cool because you guys, community is everything. We are not meant to do life, love, or business alone. And evidential proof is looking at the screen right now, right? Like, it's just so cool. So, ladies, I am turning it over to you. And I would just love, actually, let me just prime you. I'd love for a couple things. I'd love for you to just riff and chat about whatever you want to chat about. I'd love for you to chat about how you became success partners and maybe go over what success partners means. And then chat about next week, like wrap it up with chatting about next week and kind of what you foresee for that. And I'm like, based on both of your faces, you're like, I know, we got this covered. So I'm just going to stop now. I know. All right. Thank you. I love you. I'm so excited. Yay.
Thank you. I'm going to start, of course. Hannah and I were actually just talking about this, and we were like, well, this afternoon, we are like, are we just going to kind of wing it tonight? And that's really what we're going to do, is just kind of wing it. But this is a very easy topic for us to talk about because we love each other and we love partnership that we've built, and we're just excited to share it with the rest of you guys. So just like Jill said, just to kind of explain a little bit for those of you who don't know, like, what is a success partner? Why is it important? Does everyone in Beachbody have a success partner? No, it's not like a requirement. It's not something that you need, but it's something, I think, and I can speak for both Hannah and I, it's something that we both never knew we wanted. Is that how you say that? Yeah, something that we never knew we always wanted, or always kind of needed in a way. When I started off, we actually have both been in the business for 2 years. The same. We both March. Are we March babies, both of us?
Yeah.
There's a lot of March babies on this team. So we've both been in the business for 2 years, and we've been working together for about
July.
Yeah, so almost a year, July of last year. And we'll talk a little bit about how we got involved with each other. Because it is very much like dating, and getting married almost, which is kind of what we did. But so what is a success partner? Honestly, you guys, it really can kind of be whatever it is that you want it to be. Another reason why this business is so cool and so specific to you, into what you want, into what you need, into how you want to run your business and what you want out of it, all these kinds of things. Like, that is what is, I think, so amazing about Beachbody. And so, it's nothing really specific, like what exactly is a success partner. For us, we really kind of needed that extra accountability. We both needed extra help. We both, and we'll talk a little bit more about this, but we both have different strengths, very different strengths, and we both have different weaknesses. And we found in each other that the things that one of us didn't have, the other one did. And which very much like a relationship, anyone who's married or anyone who has been in a friendship, because I think that it's the same thing, for a very long time, like, you start to find that the reason why you work so well together is not because you're the same person, but because you're kind of different people, and you have different strengths and different weaknesses, and you can bring different things to the table, and really honor each other for what you have, what you are able to do. And again, so we had those strengths and weaknesses. And also we both needed like a little bit of extra accountability and help. And I'm going to kind of speak from my point of view. So we started working together in July. I had baby number 2 in August. So it was a month afterwards. And to be honest with you guys, like I knew that I was going to kind of need some help with some things. And I knew that I was going to be like really like in over my head with a new baby, but I also had this business that was honestly really, really thriving. Like I really kind of hit the restart button on my business after I had been in for a year. And I had a really, really great spring and summer business wise. I was growing and I was hitting, benchmarks and I was doing really well. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have a baby and like, what's going to happen? You know, I can't like keep going at the pace that I'm going at. And I knew that. And I think that's kind of when Hannah and I started to connect a little bit more, because again, for me personally, like I knew that I was going to need a little bit of help. And again, another reason why this is such a cool business, because like we can do that. There's no rules. Like you do not have to run a challenge group all by yourself. You don't have to do anything all by yourself. You can get help. And again, from my point of view, that's kind of like who Hannah was for me. Obviously, like there was a lot of other reasons, but you know, it was really, really helpful for me at that point in my business and in my life to kind of have her. So that's another thing about Success Partners is we help each other, right? We, again, strengths, weaknesses, we can assist each other in the things that we, you know, one of us needs help from. So yes. And so then what I said, accountability, right? And yeah, you guys, it can honestly be whatever it is that you want it to be. You can set rules for yourself. Again, just like everything in this business, you can make it however you want to make it. We've kind of set up our own kind of set of rules, which I'll let like Hannah explain to you guys. But it's just a really cool thing to be able to just bounce ideas off of another person, have somebody else right alongside with you that's kind of doing the same thing, but different things, teaching each other different things, helping each other with different things, again, holding each other accountable. We're all about the layers of accountability, right, in Beachbody, with everything, with our fitness, with our life, with our personal development, with our business. So that has been just such a blessing for both of us, really. So yeah, that's kind of what a success partner is. I don't know if I really explained it very good, but Hannah, take over and explain further, I guess. And you can talk about that.
Yeah. No, that was perfect explanation. I don't think I could have done it any better. But I kind of want to talk about how Lindsay and I met and how we became success partners. I knew personally for me, I wanted to find a success partner ever since my first summit, when I saw 2 people on stage talk about how powerful their partnership was in the business. I was like, I want a success partner. And I told Rachel, my coach, I was like, I want a success partner, but I didn't know how to get one myself. So Rachel told me, go on dates, look in the team page, see if you click with anyone. Maybe Jillian can help us look at Team Rocket, which is Jillian's coach's team. Like, let's just expand and look. And I was like, that sounds ridiculous. But you know what? That's what you do. You step out of your comfort zone, you talk to some people, and you literally date around. It's like you can like speed date if you want. But for the longest time, I was like, I'm not really feeling any of these people. You know, I don't want to just like be in a partnership with someone I don't really vibe with. It had to be the right person. And then my second summit came around and I had the same conversation with Rachel. I was like, I want to find a success partner. She's like, okay, like keep talking to people. And that's when I said, does Lindsay have a success partner? Because Lindsay had just messaged me. She literally was commenting on my stuff, liking my things. She literally was dropping hints at me, like, be my partner, date me. Like, it was like, but I was scared. I was like, I don't know her. Like, we only know each other on social media. And I think that's when Rachel asked Jillian if Lindsay had a success partner. And then I think Lindsay was the one that messaged me, because I would never message someone first. Like, I would never message a boy first. I would never message a success partner first. Like, it was literally dating. And when Lindsay messaged me, she was like, do you want to be success? Or she's like, would you be my success partner? Like, ask me on a date. And it's funny because I was giddy inside. I was like, yes, I have a partner now. But that's what you have to do. You kind of have to almost like shop around, like feel people out, because this is the person who you want to know you can vibe with, the person you want to connect with, someone you're going to trust. Now, when I said yes to being Lindsay's success partner, I had no clue what that looked like. And I don't think Lindsay knew what that looked like either. You don't get a success partner and you're like, okay, we know what to do. So it's really important to have that initial conversation with a success partner. What does this look like for us? Again, like Lindsay was just saying, this business is for what you want to make of it. It's on your terms. You get to do what you want with it. So what we did is we established from our first meeting, which is a Zoom call that we do, that we were going to meet once a week. I think we said we could chat for like 5 minutes about personal things, and we had to get right into business. And sometimes that starts into like 6, 7, 10 minutes of personal things, but we get into business after. And we talked about our goals and what we wanted this to look like. And she talked about how she wanted support because she was just about to have Henry. And, I talked about how I was just about to be a teacher and my first full-time job, and I really need support with that because I didn't know how I was going to balance it. And then from there, everything else kind of evolved. And am I missing anything? I kind of blacked out for a second. I don't know. I forgot what I was saying.
I want to add something. I think that was perfect, but can I jump in?
Yeah.
So now we'll talk about too, like exactly what we do, you guys, but the really kind of cool thing, and I kind of touched on this when I first talked, is that Hannah and I are really, really different. Like we're at very, very different places in our lives. And I think for us that works really well. And again, for different people, it's going to be different. But like, just to kind of give you guys an idea, like I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I have 2 kids, like I have a dog, I own a house, I work outside the home, which most people do, but Hannah like still lives at home with her parents. Like she's a first-year teacher. She's really not that much younger than me. I am just I got a little big for my britches when I was young and did everything a lot sooner than a lot of people do, but that's fine. So we're very different spaces in our life, and I love that about us because I kind of feel like, in a way, like she brings out certain things in me. Again, just like in any relationship, she brings out certain things in me that I really love, and I bring out certain things in her that she really loves. And from a business perspective, Hannah's really, really good at, she's younger than me. She knows a lot more about like technology and that kind of stuff. So she helps me with those kinds of things. I think that, as far as like inviting goes and talking to people, like that is a really big strength of mine. So I help her with those kinds of things. So it's really cool because we're able to like teach each other things as well as actually work together. It also makes so in what we do and how we run things as a success partnership is we decided to run our challenge groups together. This is not something that like, who knows, we might not do this forever. But we've been doing it for essentially almost a year now. And I don't really see us ever stopping anytime soon. Why? Because it's really kind of an amazing thing when you start to connect with people, like, your customers, your potential coaches, whatever. And they really love you. Like they love you for you. Like that is why the people that are on your team because they love you and they want things from you, and you click, you vibe. And they get that in your challenge group. And so when you add kind of another coach onto it, it kind of gives them a taste of something else. So I have all of these people. I have a lot of people like me, obviously, because your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So there's a lot of young mom, wives, small town girls like me in my groups. And they all love, they love me, obviously, but they love Hannah because Hannah's like something different. She's a little bit of a breath of fresh air, right? And it's the same thing with Hannah's girls. Again, they're not where I'm at in life, but I hope that they really love me and appreciate the things that I have to bring to the table as kind of a person in a different realm of life. So it's really, really cool for your challengers and for your coaches to kind of get to know who your success partner is, because they can get things just like you can that you can't give them. And it just adds to the experience and to, what they get out of being a part of a challenge group and potentially being a part of the team. Which again, you guys all know, as being a part of a team, we all come from different walks of life, and we all have so many different things that we can bring to the table that's different than the person next to us. And that's what makes our team so awesome, is that we have moms, we have grandmoms, we have moms of special needs kids, we have dog moms, we have non-moms. I don't know why I keep talking about moms, because I'm a mom, but we have people from all over, and that's what makes it so awesome, because we can all learn from each other. So I think that that's something that's really cool, for us specifically, is that we're able to, again, bring our strengths and our weaknesses come together and be kind of better together in a way. And that really amps up our challenge groups and other kinds of groups that we run.
And not only does like the whole vibe thing work with us, like how we're both a breath of fresh air for our challengers and coaches, like physically when she's working one day, I can pick up the slack and check into challenge groups, not the Slack, like you have to work. That's not what I meant. But like I can be present in the group for her. And like if I have a busy day of grading or teaching, like Lindsay's going to be there in the group. So like if something goes on, like life happens, like you can't always be in your support group all the time. Like the other coach is there for you. Mm-hmm. And when we became success partners, we didn't like the first time be like, okay, we're going to do all of our challenge groups together. And we didn't say, oh, we're going to always do our new coach sneak peeks together. Like that's evolved over time because we bounce ideas off of each other, which is okay to try something together and it not work, or try something that does work. But how cool is it that you get to do it with somebody else? Like, I think that's just the coolest thing. Like we can try things and then we can either be like, okay, that worked, that's successful, or we can just laugh about it and be like, that didn't work, we're not going to do that again. But like, it's just cooler to do that with someone than do it on your own.
Yep. Love it. So yeah, guys, so just so that you know, like, so you have an idea, because I know there's some probably logistical people in this group. What we do, literally what we do, is we meet with each other once a week. Just like we do the team calls, we actually do them on Wednesdays. And again, just to kind of give you guys an idea, for those of you who might think that getting a success partner or searching for a success partner is a good idea for you, or you're at that place in your business where you want to start doing that. Again, nothing that we started off doing is what we're still doing. So honestly, like when we first started chatting with each other, we were like, oh yeah, I think I was the one who said this. Oh, let's do Monday mornings at 5 a.m. Okay. I literally had just had a baby. I mean, and I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll probably be up. Like, what was I even thinking? I don't know. And Hannah's like, oh yeah, sure. Like it was the dumbest thing. So we like tried it and like canceled on each other for 5 weeks. And we were like, okay, obviously this isn't working. Anyway, so we ended up doing Wednesday nights. So we do Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock, but whatever. So we meet with each other via a Zoom chat once a week. Okay. Again, do whatever feels good to you. I know of other coaches who do like a phone call. A lot of people, most people in our network, I think, do Zoom chats because it's really nice to be able to see each other and whatever. But that's what we do. We meet once a week. And then that has kind of evolved a little bit too. Like we obviously have each other's phone numbers. And we just we text each other through the week and, go over things. But on that, when we meet once a week on Wednesdays, we just talk about like, okay, what do we need to get done? And so for Hannah and I, we run our groups together. We're running 2 different challenge groups right now. And so we post in the groups. So typically what we do is like, I post one week, Hannah posts the next week, I post one week, Hannah posts the next week. And then it is both of our jobs to obviously like comment on, on everybody's stuff. And we take care of our challengers and coaches that are our own. So in regard, however it is that you run your business, but for me personally, like I do a check-in once a week with all of my challengers, personally, like via a personal message, not in the group. And so, we do that. But so we run all of our groups together. So we talk about that, it's our business meeting, if that's what you want to call it. We talk about, okay, like, what do we need to do? Like, what posts need to go up? What posts need to be made? We literally have a Photor account. Well, it's mine, but like Hannah has my password. So we make all of our graphics together, which is amazing because I literally knew nothing about making graphics before I met Hannah. So she did it. Like the first group, she did it all. I was like, you do that. I'll give you content, whatever. I'll write stuff up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you make these pretty pictures because that's not my thing. And that's how we did it the first time. And then over time, like we got into these meetings, I'm like, okay, maybe you should show me how to do this. So like, I kind of know, And so then I started learning how to do it. And I think I make pretty good graphics now. So, that's the kind of cool thing. So in the beginning, like that was really her strength. So I let her do that and I did other things. And then she taught me how to do that. So it's kind of cool. And you guys, so that's what we do, right? We meet once a week and we talk about what we need to do. And then we kind of do things on our own time and we text each other back and forth. Like, hey, what do you think about this? Hey, what do you think about this? Okay, we'll talk about it further on Wednesday when we get together. Sometimes we have to make up other meetings. If we didn't get everything done on Wednesday that we wanted to get done, we'll say, okay, like let's meet again on Friday, whatever, if our schedules align. But that's really what works for us. And it's been awesome. And you guys, in the challenge group app, if you're using that for your groups, like you can have multiple coaches. So literally I'm a coach and Hannah's a coach, and you get access to all of the different things that coaches get access to. Like you can message and you can see people's, reports and all those kinds of things. So you can do that. And that's what we do. It's really honestly pretty simple. We do set goals. We talk about goals. We challenge each other. We compete with each other, which is just for us. Some people don't like competition, but we sure do. And I love that I am ahead of her in the Success Club game this month because I haven't been for the past 3 months. But who's counting? So it's really fun in that way. We can kind of challenge each other with goals and things like that. So yeah, that's what we do. Jill, do you have any questions for us?
No, I love that so much. And I'm so glad that you shared all of that. I guess I would love, because I know that we have a lot of newer coaches on the line. So what would you recommend to them in terms of how to find a success partner? Like, who do they talk to first? What's their first step? And do they have to? Or like, should they think about it? Like, what are your thoughts with that?
Go ahead, Han.
I definitely think talk to your upline first and see if they have any suggestions, or their upline can talk to their upline. Like whoever knows enough coaches and kind of get some suggestions. And if your upline does have suggestions, why not reach out to that coach? Why not start a conversation with that coach? And that doesn't mean that that person has to be your success partner. Like you can reach out to other coaches as well. You can start conversations with other coaches. So like I said, it's almost like speed dating. Just reach out to a few, feel the vibe. Have you ever not trusted your gut or regretted trusting your gut? I don't think so. So when you have that gut feeling that that's your person and that it's going to work and everything kind of clicks, then maybe continue the conversation. Maybe reach out to your upline, see if they know if they have a success partner, and then ask them. It's just like dating. And then do they have to have a success partner? Or was that the other question?
Yeah.
You don't have to. This isn't for everyone. Like, it's awesome if you need that accountability, or if you like the support from others, or if you just like doing things together or learning new things from a different coach. Like, yes, totally go for it. But if you're one of those people that are like, I'm going to get distracted by someone else, or I don't like the competition, or like, I don't think I work well with others, then maybe it's not for you. And you can always just be honest with the person if you're kind of thinking about looking for a success partner. You can always be honest and say, I don't know if this is going to work for me. I don't know if this is my thing, but I kind of want to try. No one's going to be mad for you being honest. Like, maybe it's not even for them too. Maybe that will like take the pressure off of them to say, like, to commit to this relationship forever and ever. So yeah, I think I answered it.
Yeah, no, that was perfect. Thank you. That was great. Can you guys dive into what you're running next week and let everyone know like what's available to them, because it's just going to be super powerful.
Yeah. So again, another thing that's really awesome about having a success partner, you can do other kinds of events. And I actually had seen this from some coach that I follow on social. They had done like, there were 4 people in a group and they ran a group. So that's another thing that's available to you guys too. Like, if anyone here like wants to run a group or do something, do a random, like a sneak peek or something like that, like get a group of people together. It doesn't have to be just 2 of you, like 4 people, 5 people. That's like really fun. And people really like to see that we like do stuff with other people, like that there actually is a community here, that we're not like lying that we like have these virtual friends. Like we really do. Like we really do this. And it's really awesome. And I don't know why people wouldn't want to be involved in it. But anyways, so next week we are running a coach sneak peek. Neither of us have ever done this before, but we just realized, or we, again, just in conversation that we always have every week, wanted to be able to offer to people like a sneak peek into coaching, like what it is that we do. I think that a lot of people have misconceptions. A lot of people have questions, but they're afraid to ask questions. And a lot of people just want something that is non-committal, that they can just kind of look in and see like what it is that we actually do. So we're running a group on Facebook. I posted it into Team Cheers, and I'll post about it again over the weekend, just for anyone who hasn't seen it, whatever. But we are just going to talk about what we do as coaches. Like it's going to be very casual, but we're gonna, again, like talk about what we do, like how we make money, what it's all about, just for anyone who might have some sort of interest, but maybe you don't feel comfortable enough or feel like the answers enough to be able to answer them to these people. Send them to us, send them into the group. So we're running this group. We're opening it up on Monday, and we're going to have a live event on Tuesday. And Hannah and I are going to go live together and just run through a couple of topics about what coaching is and how we do it and what it is that we actually do. So we'll be able to have questions kind of coming through on the live feed. And the group is actually going to be open like for the week. We're going to kind of post in a couple of different things, like, prompts about what your takeaways were, prompts about like new challenge groups coming up, those kinds of things. And just really hoping to just give people information. Like, I just think that, I know for me, like, I just wanted information. Like, what is this? What do I do? How do I do it? Like, what is this all about? And once I personally was able to get that information and like feel comfortable with knowing what it is that I was getting myself into, that's when I was able to kind of take the plunge and become a coach. So I think that a lot of people have questions like that. And for those of you who are here tonight and you're like in your head right now, you're thinking to yourself like, okay, I know this person that would be an amazing coach. Just reach out to them and just tell them, like, seriously, it's free. There's no obligation. There's no commitment. There's no nothing. Like, just get information. Everybody in America just wants more information. Well, some of us don't, but yeah, so that's what it is. It's really just an informative group, just telling about what coaching is. And yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. Yeah. We're excited about what we have coming to you. And so, yeah, you guys can all come. You guys can come and invite other people to come. Yeah. Like, if you guys just all invited just one person, like, that would be amazing. Just to get the info out there.
And new coaches, this is an incredible opportunity, because you don't have to know it all. They know a lot. So, but you know enough. Here's what you know that you love it, and you know the opportunity. And even if you've been doing this for 1 hour, you've been doing it for 1 hour longer than the people that haven't started it yet. So invite people to join. You go learn from them even more, and then allow for other people to join in on the learning with you. It's just a huge, huge, amazing opportunity. And thank you guys so much for opening that up to everybody.
Yeah, the more the merrier. Seriously, we want everyone there.
Does anyone have any questions for Hannah or Lindsay or both of them?
Come on, Erin. I'm just kidding. You don't have to ask a question, but can you like say something? Give us some inspiration.
Wait, what? Erin's gonna be silent? I mean, I was gonna be quiet. I was gonna just like sit back and, no, I just listening to you and Hannah. I mean, here's the thing. It's taken me almost 4 years to find a success partner, right? And my partner is sitting on here, Sarah, with wine in hand also. So clearly you see why that relationship works. And I actually worked with another coach on this team for some time, and we worked together. And the relationship in a success partner way sort of like fizzled out, which was okay because our lives just went in very, very different directions. So we could no longer be on that same schedule, but she is still literally one of the most bestest friends in my entire life. And like, she will be forever. And it's Aislinn. I mean, like I'm sitting here like y'all aren't going to know who it is. And it was Aislinn, and her and I worked together and we did really good together. And now on the flip side of it is I'm now working with one of my personal coaches. Like Sarah is my personal coach. And we get each other on lots of different levels. And so it's kind of cool because I think it's just like life, like it evolves and relationships change, and that's okay because life changes and you just go with it. And that's fine. But yeah, like I listened to the two of you, and like Sarah and I have been going back and forth, and we're like, oh my God, this sounds like us, because we were on a call together right before we got on this call, because that's a part of our thing. It's like we do our call first, and then it's okay, team, cheers. And that's one of the things that we set up for ourselves that we want to do because we want to show up together. And it's just fun. And like, honestly, I mean, a success partner is just great because look, you can always use one more friend in life because you just don't ever know what life is going to throw at you. Life changes real quick. I know that better than anybody. Y'all know that too. I'm looking at all these faces. I'm seeing adorable babies. I'm seeing all this greatness. You know that life changes fast, and you can always use one more friend. You can always use one more solid relationship in your life, one more person that you can turn to that you're going to need to lift you up at some point. And so, I mean, even if you're brand spanking new, it doesn't matter. You're, like Jillian said, you're here. You already know more than somebody else. And if there's someone on here, I mean, I would just go for it if I were you. Like I would just dive in. So that's it. That's all I got.
Thank you, Erin.
I said my piece.
I actually want to tail off of that a little bit too, guys. Like at the end of the day, the whole point of what we do here is, well, in my opinion, is to have this kind of community. And I have to tell you, like, okay, so yeah, Hannah and I work together and we do, business activities together, and that's really amazing. And we've been able to hit goals and, earn income and like do all of those things. But and I'm going to sound kind of corny, but like, she's like one of my best friends now. And that's awesome. We spend a lot of time together. We spend a lot of time talking to each other. We've really like, okay, we spend a lot more time talking about personal things than business things. Okay. I'm just going to be honest. We're like, oh crap, we got to get to work. But like, that's awesome. Like and again, like Jillian started this whole thing off with, like, we would have never known each other. Like I said, we're in completely different phases of life. Like we live 3 hours away from each other. Like there's no way, maybe there is, but, like we came together because of this. And like, that honestly is really cool. And again, she's one of the best people in my life, and I bet she would say the same thing about me. But it's really awesome. And like, end of the day, like no matter whatever happens, like if Beachbody crumbled tomorrow, like Hannah and I would still be friends, and I'd still be friends with all of you guys. And like, I don't know, that's what I think is so cool about all of this. That's the bottom line for me. And it's really even cooler to be able to have that kind of friendship and work it alongside your business. Like, what kinds of friends do you have that you can do that with? Just you guys. So it's a real treat. Love you, Han.
I do feel that same way. I love you too, because you're gonna be one of my bridesmaids. So I hope you stick around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just hope I'm not pregnant.
Like, you would still be part of it, even though if you were pregnant, I'd be like, okay, here's some seltzer water. No, I feel the exact same way Lindsay feels, and I do want to tail off of Erin's too. I'm so glad that Erin was like, oh, Sarah's one of my personally sponsored coaches, because you don't have to be the same rank as them. You don't have to be a coach that signed up at the same time as them. You could literally be like 2 different ranks, 3 different ranks from each other. If you click, go for it. Now, I don't think a new coach should ask Melanie Mitro to be her success partner. I mean, I'm sure she'd be really nice about it and say no very nicely, but like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a diamond or like a new coach. It could be a different I don't know. It just doesn't matter. Like, labels don't matter when you're looking for a personally sponsored coach, because at the end of the day, someone's going to have a strength that you have a weaknesses and vice versa. And it's a partnership. It's not like, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, I love that. You guys made such good points. Thank you for all of this. This was so wonderful. Everybody just like eat this all up, take it all in, feel excited by it. You guys, if it feels good, go for it. We want what we want because it feels good. And if it feels good, your vibration is going to be higher. You're going to do more, make more, impact more. So follow the fun, follow the feel good, and get your people into their group next week. Go out, send messages like crazy this week, asking people if they want to just learn more about what you're doing and get them plugged into the group.
Yeah. And you guys all come too, like, and comment and be there and have fun with it. It'll be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Thank you guys. This was amazing. I so appreciate it.
Thank you.
Anytime.
All right, team. I will post the recording. I hope you have a fantastic night. Get some sleep.
Bye, guys.
Bye.